With this video presentation, I present you my conclusion of the case, Make Bikes in the US or Go Abroad to Cut Costs, written by John Grossmann. Mrs. Johan Dennisett is founder of the super-sized bicycles for overweighted people who are too big for conventional bikes. The 5-year-old company has increased its sales every year, but in spite of a pittance of Mrs. Dennisett, the company still retains a negative balance. Currently, the production process is located in the United States, which is more expensive than the alternative Mrs. Dennisett considers to outsource the production process to Asia in order to reduce costs. Warehousing and distribution, marketing and telephone sales will stay in America. Through these chains, Mrs. Dennisett aims to offer her customers a lower price to gain more profit and is able to continue her company. She rather follows her heart by continue to manufacture the bicycles in the United States to help provide skilled manufacturing jobs and apprenticeship to Americans. But eventually her decision is to transpose the manufacturing process to Asia to prevent big price competition from other bicycle companies. This presentation will lead to the conclusion that Mrs. Dennisett has to outsource the production to Asia. The conclusion of the argument is based on the following premises. Premise 1. Compared to domestic outsourcing, offshore outsourcing will lead to more competition between suppliers, which will result in better product quality for the lowest possible price. Premise 2. By outsourcing the production, the company can focus more on the distribution, marketing, telephone sales and design part of the product rather than the production, which causes for less staff management problems. 2 literature review sources have been used through executing desk research in order to arrive at the 2 premises. I found them on the internet through the site of the Library of University of Applied Science in Amsterdam. The keywords outsourcing and benefits have been used to arrive at the following articles. What motivates manufacturing SMEs to outsource offshore in China, written by Parecia Sina, and Outsourcing the Benefits and the Risk, written by Monica Belcourt. The first source mentioned gives evidence to the first premise. Mrs. Dennisett was extremely pleased with the workmanship on the first shipment and the low cost of production of bicycles from Taiwan. Firms outsourcing internationally can gain better product quality and service and enter bigger world markets. There is high quality and service because of the competition between suppliers. Comparing between domestic and offshore outsourcing, supply competition is much less when producing within the United States. The first source mentioned above gives also evidence to the second premise. Mrs. Dennisett has more time to focus on designing, distribution, marketing and telephone sales when outsourcing the production. She has less to concern about employees and fewer problems with the staff management. The purpose of the source is to focus on the benefits of offshore outsourcing. The source explains why SMEs choose to outsource the manufacturing activities and about the engagement of suppliers. Outsourcing increased efficiency and low cost for labor activities while retaining high product quality and maintaining flexibility in resource allocation because of opportunities to enter new markets. Building and maintaining a relationship with your supplier is the key to success, because this secures the quality of the product and they assist the firms to gain international exposure. The following counter-arguments from the opposition that are found can easily be refuted on the basis of the theory of the second source mentioned in the development. First, firms may not consider the unexpected hidden costs of the transaction. Shipping in larger amounts will reduce costs. Secondly, public relations will be improved by selling products that are made in America instead of made in China. Customers are not close enough to the truth to be aware of the working circumstances in China. They will rather think about the cheapest solution for themselves. Finally, a level of individualized customer service will be less when producing her bikes overseas. When people have an issue with their bike, there is no personalized service from the bike company. This assumption can be refuted because other bicycle repayments can also provide this service. Based on the evidence, we can arrive at no other conclusion that Mrs. Dennisett should outsource the production process of her company to Asia. The 2 premises of the argument are maintained product quality and a low price because of competition of suppliers and having the focus on distribution, marketing and design instead of the production.